Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. This GOTO code. It works, but let's be honest. There are many handlers, many GOTO, and at some point it becomes inefficient and generate many lines of code. Imagine this. You ask the artificial intelligence to process a file, but the file is corrupted, and you ask it to divide two numbers, but the second is zero, or you send it data in a language it doesn't recognize. What normally happens? The artificial intelligence hallucinates. It invents a response that doesn't make sense, or it gives a generic error. Sorry, I can't process this. Or worse, the flow breaks and what follows no longer works. Today we'll see how to avoid all of that with TRYCATCH finally. We use TRYCATCH finally. This structure allows the artificial intelligence to attempt an action, and if something goes wrong, you know exactly what to do to recover instead of breaking. It's the difference between a fragile prompt and a production level system. We see the syntax of TRYCATCH finally is defined. Try begins the block. Catch executes only if there is an error in try. Finally, always execute. In this example, we see that the division is by zero. An error is generated. So the result is operation finished. Try was attempted, but it failed. Now it's going into catch, and then finally. In this example, we can see that the operation finished. But it returns the result, 5 to us. Important, always use catch. In this example, we generate an error inside try, but since there is no catch block, the transaction fails without control. Without catch, an error means the try block is interrupted. Finally, if it exists, executes. But there is not recovery. The operation simply fails. Always, always include catch if you want your system to be robust. Try catch finally, guarantees execution. If there is an error, it always executes the other states, universal structure, clear intention of where it can fail. Silent error, the worst error. What is a silent error? Is when something fails and no one knows. Catch the error. But if you do nothing with it, the operation fails. The system continues, and if nothing happened, you never know what occurred. Never ignore exceptions. Always log, report, or notify. A silent error is a time bomb in your system. Various functions or steps are entered in try, but the catch only contains a general error. So what happened? Add logs to know what is happening. This really doesn't say anything and overrides the previous return. Be careful. Try the minimum necessary. Only includes code that can fail. If you include too much code, you won't know exactly what failed. A specific catch. If you can differentiate errors, division by zero versus file not found, use separate catch blocks. Don't catch everything in just one. Finally, for cleanups, files to close, connection to release, memory to clean. Finally, always execute. Never silence errors. Always report, log, output, or some notification. An unreported error is an error that will return. Nested try versus single try. Single try if all failed are handled in the same way. Nested try if you need different response from different types of failures. Example, an outer try for connection and inner one for query. We have built a complete language. Roles, personalities, decision, if then else, repetition with while, list with for, controlled jumps with GOTO, robustness, TRYCATCH. But all of this live in a single prompt, in a single conversation. What if we need the artificial intelligence to remember things between conversations? Where does the information go when the chat closes? In the next video, contours and persistent memory. If you like this video, don't forget to like the icon and subscribe to my channel. I see you in the next video.